Some lack of knowledge of that.
You see, that is a problem. You see, that is a problem. That's why I'm trying by all means to help everyone keep their attitude right, because you guys are very fast to say we have papers, we have this, we have this, we have this. There are a lot of things that comes with doing business in South Africa. There are social responsibilities, there are corporate responsibilities, there are a lot of things, and you guys must invest. As you are coming from outside, you must invest at least through Treasury 5 million. Did you invest 5 million? Yeah. So you can't have a business in South Africa with a work permit. You can't have a work permit and then do business in South Africa. You can't do that, because the requirements and regulations you won't follow, because your status doesn't even give you access to that. So as these people, as peaceful as they are, as you can see them, you are only a handful of people. If these people start attacking you, you can't do anything. So we don't want that. Can we please have an amicable solution? Can we please have a consensus to say, guys, we understand what you are saying. How can we fix it? How can we? Social responsibility, by the way, means you empower people. You must, in 12 years, we must have produced people who can run your business. You guys come into the country, you are not stealing, but it is equal to stealing when you are doing business and you are not educating anyone to do business, and then those people, you have someone working for you for 12 years and they still a worker, they still a chauffeur or a merchandiser or somebody. They're supposed to have grown, because by South African standards, some people must be promoted to certain position or to new position as they grow in the workplace. So those are the things. Bafo, ngicela ukuhlonipha mkhaya. Ngicela ukuhlonipha. Hambe ukhuluma ngale ngeselfoni. So these are the things before you guys say, oh, I have papers, because if I can take your ID now as we are standing here on my phone, on a loudspeaker, I can give it to somebody who I trust, and they will tell me that when you came into the country you had nothing. They will tell me, I don't know you, it's my first time seeing you, but I'm telling you now, if you give me your ID now, or your number, whatever number, I can stand in front of you here, put the person in loudspeaker. That's how much I go when I'm doing these investigations. All of you came into this country without papers, and you went and bought papers. We know that, because our Home Affairs is effed up. So we don't want to go to that. We are saying to you guys, leave these businesses, because we are 1,000 steps ahead of the government. We are 1,000 steps ahead from the people who are lying to you and saying they are going to protect you. We are 70 million South Africans. I have almost 1 million men ready to storm your businesses, but we don't want to do that, because we respect this country. We can't be contradicting ourselves and saying we want to fix this country and then we take down. We can't do that. We can't say we are men, we stand for the good. We can't say we are men of God and then we come and terrorize you. We can't do that. But you must respect the peaceful approach, because it's very important. We are doing it purposely because we want to protect our country. We don't want to protect our country as an unruly country, or as a country that doesn't have laws or don't obey the policemen and women that are standing in front of me. But you guys must help us. You understand, my brother?
Thank you.
You must help us, because the time is coming. I don't care. I don't care, and I am saying it in front of the police. The time is coming where South Africans are not going to march peacefully, and we don't want that. We are praying so hard to God. We don't want that. We want you guys to respect us. You have made your money now. You have made your money. Go back to your country. You have made your money. How much have you made? Millions and millions on South Africa, and you don't bank with our banks. You have your own banking systems. You have your own judiciary systems. You have everything on your own. And we are scared as men of South Africa. As a warrior commander, I'm very scared to have people roaming around in my country and I don't know what they are doing. I'm a concerned man. I'm a concerned man. I'm one of the very few people who pay attention to this thing that is going on in this country. Some people are just drinking and doing whatever they want. I am every day. I don't sleep, my brother. I don't sleep. I don't rest, because I'm so scared that people from Nigeria, who are very dangerous, who are feeding our kids drugs, are here in this country. People from your country, some of them are very dangerous people who ran away from the country because they were going to be executed there if they were caught. They are here. Ex-soldiers are here. Ex-terrorists are here. People who are very dodgy and selling wrong stuff to our people are here in this country. And as a man, I took upon myself to say, you know what? Let me choose death than to look at these things going on like this. Let me protect our kids. Let me protect our law enforcement officers. Let me protect even the government, because the government can't see everywhere every day. But I'm begging you guys, I'm here peacefully with these people to beg you guys to have a solution on this problem, because this is a problem that you guys must understand. I'm a South Africans now. We have kept you. We have loved you. We have housed you. We've been very warm with you. Siyacela nje kahle ukuthi asisebenzisane nangithi. Ngamanje nibaningi ngokwanele ukuthi ningasusa umsindo lapha thana ususa umsindo ngoba niqonde okuhla ngithi. Sicela ukuthi kusukela namhlanje kubekwe insuku zokuthi lezi insizwa zizophuma nini kulezi zitolo ngoba kufanele sibe neqiniso. Ya, yikho ke kungenza ukwenzeka makunabantu abakanje. Ngeke kwenzeke makunabantu abakanje. Ngithi ngibona ukhuluma into ofanele ngabe confident uyacasha. Ukhumba ukuthi ukhwezela nje umlilo, ukhwezela umlilo angawazi iphekweni kuwo. Weba kwethu. Masingathi manje njoba simela, ake sikhulume nje iqiniso. Ngoba ilento ifuna ukuthi siyihlele. Mina nje nginganiqinisekisa ukuthi njoba ngimela kuyaqoshwa. Uphansi. I-tuck shop yala eyodwa nithi nina nansi i-tuck shop asenze ngayo isibonelo. Mina nganiqinisekisa njoba simela ukuthi ngingayimele yodwa njoba simela. Kodwa idinga umuntu ofuna ukusebenza, hayi umuntu ofuna imali. Idinga umuntu ofuna ukusebenza ngoba iqiniso ofuna sinitshele lona ukuthi ama-tuck shop awagwilikisani. I-tuck shop ikwenza uphile. Hayi ukuthi uzogwilika. Uma uzothatha imali ye-tuck shop yothenga ngayo utshwala bo-600 amabhodlela otshwala bo-600 ngeke uzuye indawo. Empeleni uma usuqonda ukusebenza nje lento esiyenzayo, kuzomele ubiyeke utshwala wena ozobe ufuna ukusebenza. Kuzomele ubiyeke ngoba iziwu-2 izinto ezidurayo la emhlabeni, inyama notshwala. Yizona izinto eziqeda imali yabantu. So ke sizowagada lama-tuck shop, sizoba nesambulela esiwabheke wonke lama-tuck shop azothathwa abantu bakithi. Kodwa mina nganiqinisekisa manje ukuthi la ePofana uma kunendawo nje kuthiwa i-tuck shop ingakwazi ukuvulela, sengiyaregister ke la ukuthi sizokhuluma nabo bakusokhela siqale yodwa. Khona osomabhizinisi bakusokhela abathi makuphuma lezi insizwa bona bengakwazi ukufanda leyo nto ingabe iqhubeka. Kodwa mangabe okwamanje njoba simela singenayo imali yokuqala i-tuck shop manje angeke kube umqondo omuhle ukuthi sithi akuphuma umuntu la singake binayo imali yokufaka lapho. Okwamanje into esingabatshela yona ukuthi abayilungiselele ukuthi mhlambe sizobe siyihlela thina ekupheleni ka-August noma nini lapha nizobe sesinamandla khona bese bephuma. Kodwa enye into engingayifuni ekhulunywa amantombazana akithi athandana nalezi insizwa, engingayifuni ile yokuthi mase bephumile izitolo izosala ziyi-empty. Ukithi la yithi esidecidayo ukuthi senzani nini. Asizokwenza into ngengcindezi yomuntu omasajwayo yena thina singamasajwa. Asimasajwa thina, asizokwenza into ngesivinini somuntu othola imasaji thina imasaji singayitholi. Isizulu ke lesikukhulumayo.
Yebo.
Laba abantu abahambe lapha.
Yebo.
Laba nje abahambe bebuyele emazweni abo ngoba kunegama elibuhlungu ingane zakwethu abalishoyo. Bathi bazothatha izwe.
La.
Asizukuyivuma leyo nto. Mina ngiyabona bonke laba bathukayo abakithi abathuka la ku social media into enganamsebenzi nayo ngoba aba-understand ababona ukuthi kubhekweni. Kunobungozi ekugcwaleni kwalaba abantu kulelizwe. Kunobungozi obubi obukhulu futhi okufanele sibuvike njengabantu base-South Africa. Uma sihlupheke kuyithi esihleli la, asingahlupheki ngoba singasenazo indawo zokusebenza. My daughter, It is the most painful thing. Because I don't understand, a big man like this, he leaves his family in Pakistan. He comes and stays in South Africa for 5 years without a woman. What are you doing? Because a man can't last 1 month without a woman. A proper man, can't last 1 month. Tina, siya, hamba siyohlala entabeni siqunge isibindi sihlalele 3 months ngoba sisuke sikhuleke elizwe but kusuke sekunzima ngiyabona so laba abantu abashiya imindeni yabo bezohlala isikhathi eside kangaka ibona laba abagcine belala nezingane zabantu and the worst thing bafundisa izingane ukufaka amanyala emlonyeni benzisa izingane ngathi izinto ezingavumeli nina bafowethu abamnyama abangama Muslim you supposed to stand up for this. Because go wrong. We don't have to fight. We have mouths. We have brains. We just need to make each other understand. And then we follow that. Because otherwise, what are you going to do? What if these people wake up one day and say, Aspashain, Nizogwenzani, Nizokhalela uhulumeni? The police response is always late. When things are happening, when they are really happening. 5 minutes is the biggest time. 5 minutes is the time these people who are stealing money from these cars, they take 5 minutes to take 10 million. So even you guys, you can't trust that the police will always be there. Let us just do the right thing. Don't come to invade our country. Don't come to invade our country. You have weapons in your shops. You have things in your shop that you are not supposed to do. Even in Joburg, in Mayfair, and Cambridge, we saw what one of you guys is doing there. And I'm coming for him very hard. I will be dropping very hard on top of him. So even amongst you, if somebody is doing the wrong thing, you must know I will come. I'm coming peaceful to warn, but when I come the second time, I'm not peaceful. Because this is my country. I would rather die and not see these things than to wait for you guys to take over the country. You will never. I know your mission is to take the country. You will never take my country. You will never. I don't care. I don't care how politically connected. I don't care who protects you. I don't care who said we pray. We pray to the God, the same God you pray to. We are praying to Him, and God will never allow you to take my country. And my God and my ancestors will never allow you to take my country. You will never take South Africa. Never. And I won't die. I won't die. I will be here. I will be leading those men who are protecting this country. I will be leading them. When you see my face, you must humble yourself, because I'm holding the key to a disaster in this country. Imina engivimbe insizwa ukuthi zinithinte. Zizonithinta insizwa maningalaleli. Even amaphoyisa before they become policemen, these policemen, they are citizens of this country. Because of their job, they can't do the wrongs that we do. They have to uphold the law. But they are citizens of this country. They love this country, and they don't like what you guys are doing in this country. Please, let us keep it peaceful. Let's have, because we are not fighting Babsokela.
I greet you all, guys. Welcome back to Mzansi Daily Affairs. So as Nivile Bafetu, as you've heard, Phakile Mthakathi, even till now, he's still pleading. It's been months, it's been years since the movement actually started. Just that now it's gaining so much traction that it's just all over, the news, all over the internet. But one thing that is important that Phakile Mthakathi actually said, we can ever always underestimate his word, but he is right when he says that he is the one who's holding South Africans back. That is true. The marches are peaceful because he is kind of like holding the marches back. There are different people all over South Africa, and we all don't think the same. We all do not think the same way. So I just also wish could see this can be a peaceful process. I know it's not gonna take months. I believe it's gonna take years. if it ever will actually be rectified. It's still gonna take so many years, Bafethu, for this whole thing to be resolved, at least for South Africa to be respected again, to gain its its reputation, back, because this country doesn't look good to other countries, especially the people. As South Africans, we are always underestimated, and that's what is hurting me the most, to see that our fellow South Africans are always underestimated by our neighboring countries, despite the fact that they don't come to as powerful countries as the one we have here, which is South Africa. So guys, please don't forget to leave us a like, and please don't forget to subscribe to Mzansi Daily Affairs. If you are new here, we will try to bring you daily affairs. Thank you.